Hey crystal friends, it's Genevieve and I'm here today to show you how to drill through crystals. So here I have two citrines, one from the Congo, one from Zambia, and I'm going to show you how to drill them for jewelry. So that's two ways, and you're only going to need a couple things. You're going to need a rotary tool. I got mine for like 20 bucks from Harbor Freight, and it's by Chicago Electric. And then you're gonna need diamond bits, and the reason why you're gonna want diamond bits is because they won't grind away like the silicon carbide ones will. Like they will eventually, but it will A, drill through your stone faster, and B, the bits will last longer. And these maybe cost $6. So far you're up to 26 bucks, and then the only thing else you're gonna need is a dish of water. You're gonna need a shallow dish of water like this, and then a deeper dish of water. And that is because we're gonna be drilling two different ways. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so if you're using one of the Chicago Electric ones like me, what you're gonna do to change the bit is you're gonna hit this little button here, and then unscrew this here. And then you take your bit out, put the bit you want in, and I chose this one because it is really long and thin, so it's gonna make a smaller hole. And if you use a smaller one, then you're less likely to have your stone to break, and it's gonna make a smaller hole, which y'all know would be nicer for jewelry. And then I'm just keeping my finger on the button the whole time, and then screwing this on here nice and tight. And now we're ready to get drilling. All right, now that we have our stone, our dish, and our Dremel ready to go, I just pick which way I think would be the most aesthetic. So for this stone, I think this is the most beautiful face. And so I'm going to pick the flattest part I can, because that will make it a little bit easier for us when it comes time to drill. So let's see, my goal is to have a little hole going right through here. So I'm going to take my Dremel, and I'm going to turn it on low. There we go. And then I'm going to keep it submerged. And then I'm going to make what you call a pilot hole. And a pilot hole is basically where you started to make the hole, and it's just before you can start rotating it. So here I am, and I'm making the pilot hole, which is the beginning indentation. So you just hold this as securely as you can with your left hand, and then you just hold this as stable as you can with your right hand at a low speed. And let's see, and then once you're pretty confident that you have a hole going, you can begin to do a small rotation like this, and then sometimes that will happen. It's okay. Reset your hand there, and then just make sure you've got it as stable as possible. And you can see that white coming off of there is the debris coming off of the stone. And then you see I'm rotating it, and we do this so that it will clear the debris away from the stone. All right, so here, as you can see, here's my progress. We've got a good little hole going, so I'm just gonna show y'all how the rest of it goes. Again, we'll just do that gentle rotation and holding it as firm as we can. Getting there. Again, making sure you're doing the rotating so that will clear the debris so that it can continue to drill through the stone. Well, look at that, we are getting there. And then just make sure when it's coming out the other side, you should be a little gentle and, don't push very tough, because then it will maybe take a little chunk on its way out. So pay attention to when you're getting towards the end so that you can be a little bit more gentle. And then there we have it. Well, I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to drill just a teeny bit through this side to kind of even out that hole. And there we have it. Citrine crystal with a hole drilled in it, just ready for your necklace. And hold on just a minute, and I'll show you how to drill them another way for jewelry. All right, so next thing I'm going to show you is how to drill through the top of a stone. So I think this Congo citrine would look really nice set as a pendant, just with a little hole from the top. So I'm going to show you how. I've got my deep dish of water here. I have my citrine, and then if I'm going to show you how to set it today, which we may as well, I've got my jeweler's glue. Right now I'm using Bead Fix. I just got it from Michael's. And then I have these little teeny bales, and you'll notice they have a bit of texture at the end, and this is so that it grabs onto the stone. So let's get started. Here I have my stone, I have my Dremel, and just like last time, I'm going to turn it on to low so I can make my pilot hole, only I'm going to put it right up here at the top instead, and I hold it submerged in the water. So let's get started. I kind of anchor my hand here. I'll hold this low so you can see it through the water. Maybe like this. There we go. So I hold it just as stable as I can. And then once I have an indent going and I feel comfortable, then you can begin to rotate. And this does take a good bit of strength from your left hand, but as you can see, we do have a hole forming. There we go. And again, I'm doing that rotating motion. if the grip is too awkward, you can dip and then take out and then just re-dip like almost constantly. You want to make sure that there's water on it at all times, but if it is just too uncomfortable, after I have my pilot hole, I will do this sometimes, just take it out and then just re-dip constantly. And this is because if the bit gets too hot, then the diamond dust will come off there, and then you will have a useless bit. So basically we just do this to keep your bit nice, because otherwise it will just fall apart really fast. So it takes time. But you can see the white debris, it's crystal debris coming off of there, so that's always a good sign that you are making progress. You can see I am doing that gentle rotation still. And I don't want you to make the rotation too big. If you make that rotation too big, then you'll have a big ugly hole on there. And we want like a petite one. So yeah, let's check it out and see how we're doing. I'll take one of my bales here. And I just put it in the hole to see how we're doing. And we are getting there, but we are not quite there yet. So I'm just going to drill a little bit more so that we can get that more snug in there, but you can see where we're going here. And just make sure you are dipping it constantly. Or else your bit will fall apart lickety-split. So it's looking like our hole is drilled pretty nicely there. I'll just do a little test here. And there we go. So that will fit perfectly. So now I just wash off my stone, make sure everything is clean of debris, and then I'll show you how to glue it in. All right, so here we go. Now we have our stone that's been drilled, washed, and dried. We have our jeweler's glue, and then we have our little bale. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna uncap this. And once we put this in there, we have to move pretty quick. So I'm gonna think about how I wanna orient the stone, and I want this to be the front. Yeah, I want this to be the front. So I go and I put some glue in here, and then I take my bail and I put it right on here. And then I just see how I want it to face. You have a little second here, but it will start to set, so. And then just keep your eye on it, don't put it down. It will move if you look away. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm not going to show you all the reflecting faces right yet while it's drying. And I'll be back in just a few minutes when it's done. And there we have it. Your own crystal necklace just ready to be worn, and it was that easy. All right, and here is our finished products. 2 beautiful citrine necklaces. And you can do this too with your stones. So feel free to let me know if you have any questions or if you want to know what type of stones you can use this with, which is almost any of them. Just make sure they're super strong and not super striated, because the striated ones will want to split. But yeah, thanks so much again, guys. I really appreciate having y'all here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks again. Make sure to follow us at Wolf Rabbits Minerals, and see you next time.